All right, welcome back. It's time for us to get into another conversation. And you remember, if you missed last week's conversation we had with Bishop Nana Iya Obeng, well, today we have one of the guest speakers at that event. It's a prophetic business empowerment conference, and coming all the way from Kenya is Bishop John B. Masinde. He's a senior pastor of Deliverance Church, and it's just exciting for me to meet him, because when I went to Kenya as a missionary, he was already there doing wonderful things, and he's right here with us. Bishop, good morning.
Good morning to you,
How
sir.
are you?
I'm doing well.
Wonderful. Yeah, mzuri sana.
Asante.
Yeah. Now, let's get right into the conversation.
Yes.
Just tell us a little bit about yourself and about your church.
By the grace of God, I'm a shepherd of God's people. I've been in this same local church for the last 40 years.
Wow.
We started this church in 1984, so it's now 41 years. But I've been in ministry for 50 years.
Wow.
From 1974.
Okay.
I was going to flying school,
Yeah.
and God called me, and I stopped going to flying school. I became a pastor,
Okay.
and I don't regret.
Wow.
I give God the glory.
Amazing.
I am married. I have 5 children and 12 grandchildren.
Okay. Wow. Okay.
Yes.
Wonderful. Now, let's talk about the conference that we're about to speak at.
Yes.
Okay. Talk to us about the importance of Christians taking business seriously.
Christians must take business seriously, because there's been that mistake where we separated the Christian from the business world, from the marketplace, and that in itself is an error. Because you remember when Jesus Christ rose from the dead, the Bible says that when the soldiers reported this to the high priest and the others,
Yeah.
they were given a large sum of money to keep it quiet. It means we need a large sum of money to expose it. And you're not going to get that money only from tithes and offerings.
Yeah.
We need to get into the world of business so that you can raise men and women who can finance the end time revival, the end time of preaching this gospel. Because Jesus is very clear that until this gospel of the kingdom is preached to the whole world as a witness, I'm not coming. And right now, you need to finance that. And that's why we need businessmen and Christians in marketplace.
Yeah.
So, and these are places we need to reclaim, seriously, and get back there.
Yeah. Why is it that, and maybe I'm wrong in thinking like this, but why is it that it appears as though a lot of Christians are poor?
It's because
In spite of our faith.
the issue is not with our faith.
Okay.
The issue is that Christianity in Africa, for example, was brought in by missionaries. And missionaries would go back to England, they would go back to America, they'd go back to Western to raise money for the mission work. So the African Christian grew up realizing if we need money, we've got to go to America, we've got to go to England, we've got to go to the West to raise money for work. Not knowing that there's money in Africa if only we understood how to raise it. And therefore many Christians, and then don't forget, we are coming from a generation, that's my generation, that lived both in the colonial part of when Africa was still colonized, and then now with the independence of Africa that's independent. And most of us, the education we went through, went through, was designed to make us good civil servants for the colonial government.
Right.
So people went to university so you can become a district officer, can become a district commissioner, you can become an educational. But now we realize, hey, not everybody can work for the government.
Yeah, that's
Not
true.
everybody can go for employment. But all of us can be entrepreneurs. All of us can do something with our skills. And that's why we need to start changing the paradigm and teaching people that we are not all just created for employment.
Yeah.
Some of us have to go to the market.
Fantastic. Thank you very much. So it's starting tomorrow evening?
We start tomorrow.
Tomorrow evening?
From 6 to 9 p.m.
6 to 9 p.m. each day?
Yes.
All right, fantastic. Thank you very much for coming through.
Thank
We're
you.
looking forward to it.
Yes.
Which evening are you speaking?
I'm speaking, I think, on Wednesday, Thursday.
Okay.
Yes.
I'll be there.
You are welcome.
I'll be there.
And you need to come because you must get this paradigm shift.
All right. Okay.
Yes.
Thank you very much. All right. So we're speaking with Bishop J.B. Masinde. He's the head of Deliverance Church International, and we're speaking at the prophetic conference that's happening at the UPSA auditorium.